Welcome to Two Therapists Talking. The hope for this podcast is to talk about important issues related to couples and individuals who are struggling in their lives with many different issues. I'm David Thompson, a marriage and family therapist.
And I'm Sherie Christensen, marriage and family therapist. Please join us as we explore these issues together, and we hope you will learn and be enlightened along the way. Come find us at twotherapisttalking.com. If you like what you're hearing, please get on and rate us and subscribe to the podcast.
Welcome to Two Therapists Talking. I'm David.
And I'm Sherie.
We have done a lot of very serious episodes, I feel like, and today we want to do something that is lighter, I think, but is a really good tool that like everybody can use.
Yes, lots of different situations. It's not one area of mental health specific. It's a place where it can be applicable to lots and lots of different kinds of situations, and is a great little short acronym that we'll just do in one episode. So it won't be like a 5 or 6 episode deep thing. It's just a short, quick little thing that anybody can use.
And we've covered a lot of tools before. This is one of my favorites, though, and it seems to be one of the easiest to remember. And I have received a lot of good feedback on it. And so, you know how we love acronyms. And so just to review, this is something to use when you need to slow down, think, ground, before you either act out, let's say, in terms of like a temptation or a trigger, but also get angry. If you need some patience, if you need to just think before you act. So we've talked before about respond versus react.
Yes, yeah.
And what that means.
So if you're feeling heightened in any way, that's going to lead you to a reaction rather than a response. This is what you kind of plug in to the middle there.
Yep, exactly. And we all need it, honestly. So everyone listening can use this, I'm certain. But if you're, let's say, struggling with addiction, it has special application to temptations and triggers. But also, let's just say, negative thinking or negative self-talk or being really hard on yourself. This definitely applies to that as well.
Yeah, or any kind of trigger, a situation that triggers fear in you or triggers like an escalated feelings where you might lash out or get frustrated or even get anxious, right? This is something that can help in any of those situations.
Yes.
So fantastic parenting tool, fantastic relationship tool, fantastic tool for work, especially if you're like a school teacher or you work with a lot of high conflict types of individuals, or like, you can kind of do this in your mind or, in any of these situations. Right?
Yep. I think it'll be really helpful. So acronym, this is kind of funny. I would say, here's the acronym. NNAC.
And he leaned into the N because there's 2 of them in a row.
Exactly. And it's funny, but it can be how you remember, too.
Yeah. NNAC.
NNAC. And the key, so you'll definitely want to take notes on this because it's specific wording, and you can do a variation, but you want to say basically the same thing. And the trick is to say this out loud. If you are alone, we've talked before about emotion dysregulation. It helps to be vocal, like name it to tame it. We've used that before. If you're angry, to say, I'm feeling angry. This helps with emotions. So it's like that where you want to say it out loud, and we'll tell you what to say, but that will help a lot. Well, what if you're in a crowd?
Yeah.
Then
you can whisper it.
You can whisper it, yep. Or you can say it in your mind, but if you say it in your mind, try to visualize the words so it's just a little more bold.
Yes, yeah. Not just kind of run through it, but like maybe see it on a whiteboard in front of you.
Yep.
or even see yourself like saying those words, or something where you're using more of your brain to conceptualize it,
Yes.
because when you're saying it out loud, you're thinking it and hearing it, right? So you want to be able to see it, or something like that, so that you're getting multiple senses involved.
Yep.
Even if it's just in your mind's eye.
Perfect. Exactly. So, NNAC. NNAC. What's the, what is NNAC?
The N's stand for notice.
Notice, number
Well,
one.
yeah, no, we'll just go through them and then we'll talk about what you say for each of them.
Yep.
So, notice. The second N is name. Then A is allow. And C is choose.
Choose.
Yeah.
So what we try to do with recovery especially, and I think this applies to things like temper or temptation, and it could be sugar, it could be whatever. What we're trying to do, I would say mostly with your brain, is give it options. Because so often the idea is that this is my only option, this is my only choice, it's now or later. Either way, it's going to happen, so it makes it very hard to believe that like you can do different things in that moment.
Yeah.
And if we can slow down, your brain has a lot more options, a lot more things it can do. Now, why is that important? Well, if you make different choices in the face of a trigger or a temptation, your brain starts to say, hey, it's not that important that I have that trigger.
Yeah.
But if you do the same thing every single time you have that trigger, you kind of force your brain to say, this is what I got to do.
Yeah.
And we're trying to decouple or detach. I have to do this thing. We want to get you to where it's one thing you can do, and you can also do this and this and this and this.
Yes.
And your brain just makes that thing less and less and less important, which is exactly what we want. Because we're not going to fight the trigger. We're not trying to avoid it or manage it or control it. We want to allow it and just make it kind of a, oh, well, yeah, and like lots of other thoughts we have throughout the day that your brain says, oh, not that important. Don't worry about it. Don't focus on it.
Yeah. So all of this is going to work hand in hand with neuroplasticity. Like we're going to this process rewires
Yep.
your brain. And it changes its responses.
Which you can do, which is the good news. So notice what? Okay, so here's the script. And remember, you want to say this out loud or say it in your head.
Yes.
Blank is present. Now, blank is the thought or the trigger or the temptation.
Right.
Whatever it is. And you would actually say temptation is present. Or anger is present. Whatever the thing is, you just want to identify that it's present, which increases your awareness, which is kind of a big deal here.
And brings your brain back up to your prefrontal cortex instead of back in your amygdala, back in all these. Yeah. So you can even say trauma is present.
Yep.
Anxiety is present, right? So
Fear
any
is
type
present. Shame is present.
Yes.
Exactly. And it sounds simple to just say it's present, but believe me, it starts this separation process.
Yes, it's
you
huge.
are more than what you think and feel. We talked a lot about that, but
even if you never did the rest of it, research has shown that just saying that blank is present, right? It's just saying out loud what you're experiencing, it makes an enormous difference. Because again, we're moving it right back up to the prefrontal cortex, to the thinking part of your brain. It changes a lot.
yes.
So the second one is to name it.
Name
right?
it.
So the quotation marks, what you're going to say is, this is a blank, not a command.
Good CBT right here.
Yes.
More separation.
This is right up David's alley.
I love it.
CBT alley. So what is our blank with this one, David?
So this is going to be what the thing that you noticed is. So this is a thought, this is a feeling. Most of the time it's going to fall in that category. In fact, what it would be most of the time is this is a feeling. If temptation or anger or trigger or trauma is present, it's most likely a feeling.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is this is a feeling, not a command.
Yeah.
And what you're doing is you're telling your brain, oh yeah, options, choices. I have different things I can do here. And we'll come to that later with choose. But it's just like Sherry's saying, moving it to the part of your brain where it doesn't feel set in stone, locked in, can't do anything but eat that or do that or, get angry, yell, scream, whatever.
Lash out.
Lash out, yep.
Yeah, whenever we're back in the back portions of our brain, right? That's where all of our trauma and that's where the emotions and that's where everything is stored. And if you're looking at like IFS, right, that's like you're in parts whenever you're back there. You're in some sort of protective part, some sort of wounded part, and it feels like when you're in those spaces, my only option is to do X. So if that's like to act out or to lash out or to, yell because I'm in a trigger or to withdraw out of fear, right? It feels so overwhelming when you're stuck in that part. And so moving back into your prefrontal cortex is a little bit parallel to if you're in parts language, moving into yourself and being able to like sit with what is like my choices are and not be acting from the emotion.
Yep.
Right?
Exactly.
So this is a feeling, not a command, or this is a thought like I have to act out now
idea.
or something like that.
Yep.
Not a command.
Not a command. I have options. I have choices. That's exactly where we want you to be. And just that little bit of time and space, and this comes to A, but that little bit of time and space will make a huge difference.
Yes.
Because what's A?
A is allow. So
this one, you don't say anything.
Yes, you don't actually have to say anything this one. Hey, yay, good for you. But this is where you're going to breathe. And really breathe. Just breathe. In and out slowly.
It helps to get your body engaged. Why?
It's getting you, so you've got like your top down work and then you got your bottom up work, right? And so this is part of a bottom up work. So you've been doing this thinking, right? Which is your top down work. This is present. This is a feeling, not a command. Your breathing is bottom up. So you're regulating from the top down and the bottom up at the same time. And it's giving you this fantastic space that then regulates you.
Yes.
So you've said the things, starting to regulate top down, and then you're adding that bottom up, and you're allowed to just sit in that space for a minute, which creates more room to then make choices. It regulates you, and then you're in the spot to do that next step.
Yes. Very important step here, just to allow. And what are you allowing? Again, what you've now noticed and named.
Yeah.
So
You don't have
breathe.
to act on whatever that thing is. You don't have to jump in that space. And just like David was saying earlier, you allow that trigger to be, right? Or that feeling, that thought. You're not shoving it away. You're not trying to erase it. It just is. It's just there.
And it's okay.
Yeah. You don't have to do anything about it in this moment. You can just breathe.
Yep.
Recognize that it exists and sit with it.
Yep.
Which is also actually a critical space in that shifting different options, because oftentimes those things feel like my only option is to do this and do this right now.
Right.
Like I have to do this right now. It's the only thing that's going to relieve that space. And so this is actually part of the rewiring in and of itself entirely is, oh, I can exist with this sensation in my body and not have to do anything about it.
Right. Yep.
And I won't die. I will be okay. I'll be
I will
fine.
Okay. Yep. So really you're learning to regulate your emotions, which is so much a part of any healthy living or relationship. As you know, we talked about this. And so allow/accept. I love accept too, but
Yes.
it's allow. And breathing is a great way to involve your body and flood your brain with different sensations and help it to further separate, which is what we're trying to do. And that brings us to choose, the final piece. And this is another out loud. This is the final one. And what you say is, what action fits my values and goals right now? Or
This is so important.
what can I do right now that fits my values and goals? So, for example, what values and goals? Well, if I'm trying to overcome pornography addiction, my values and goals would be virtue or integrity or sobriety or discipline or whatever. Okay, well, what action fits those values and goals right now? Honestly, anything but the thing.
Right.
For real, I can continue to breathe. I can go for a walk. I can listen to music. I can write my journal. What I
can
tell
connect
people
with someone.
Exactly. What I tell people is every time you get to that point because of a trigger or temptation, send a love text
Yes.
to anyone you know, just thinking about you, love you. Your wife is a great one, or your husband. They don't need to know it's because you did NNAC.
Right.
It can just be, hey, thinking about you. Hope you're having a good day, whatever.
Right.
And all of a sudden now you have all these options besides the thing.
Yeah. Isn't that fascinating? That's one of the things I love about what you just said is like, you get to that point and like, okay, so what action fits that? Like literally anything except for that.
Yep.
That is a million more options than you thought you had 5 seconds ago.
Exactly.
It's not even like, oh, now I have 5 options and instead of 1. No, you have like a million options.
Meal prep, go for a walk, play with your dog. I mean, it's like endless.
Yes.
Yep.
Call a friend. Get a job done on your chore chart.
Go to the bathroom. Use cold water on your face. There's so many. Yep.
Yeah. Go for a run. Go like just so many things that can fit in that space. And that's one of the things that addictive space or that flooded space, when we get into those really heightened emotional spaces, our choice is narrow, right? It's like we have blinders on.
Yes.
And we suddenly have very few options. But when we can name it, like notice it, name it and allow it, and then choose and start like thinking in our prefrontal cortex about what we potentially could do, it just opens up all of this space. And I love that this, again, like David's saying, you have to be very specific about what you're saying here, because it's really critically important to access with your prefrontal cortex here, your values and goals.
Yeah.
That's a really important. It's not like what action can I do right, No, it's what action fits.
It's why.
Yes,
Yep.
my values and goals.
Why am I going to try to not do this thing that I want to do, part of me?
Yes. It's like, and that pulls into things that hold hopefully a lot more weight for you than getting angry or acting out in some way.
Yep. And I know that maybe the question is, well, okay, this might work, but this thing keeps coming back and coming back and coming back. Hey, guess what? You do it every single time. Do it every single time. And I promise you that as it comes, because it will keep coming. I'm not saying it's going to come less, but as it continues to come, it will feel smaller and smaller and smaller. And pretty soon your brain is automatically like, meh, whatever.
Yeah.
Like I want to eat that thing, or she's attractive, or whatever. And it doesn't have the pull or the weight that it did before.
Yes.
I can guarantee that if you can do this and do it consistently.
Yeah.
So don't be worried about, well, it'll just keep coming. Yeah, it will. So
will.
what?
Yeah.
You will keep doing NNAC,
Uh-huh.
and it'll become secondary, and it'll feel really good sense of accomplishment that you did something that took you out of that and you are living your values.
Yes.
Which is pretty cool.
It is. It's very, very cool. And the less important it is for your brain, then it will eventually start to fall off where it doesn't happen as frequently.
Right.
And when it does, because you're doing this process and it doesn't have the weight, it just won't be a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It just won't be a big deal for your brain. So then, it's just like noticing all the red cars. Like, is
Right.
that a problem? No. It's just, red car. Oh, red car. Like, it's not a thing anymore.
Yep.
And so even the times when it is present, it just won't hold a lot of weight because you just move on so quickly through it. So actually it's at the beginning, it's a good thing that it's continuing to happen because it's giving you that additional practice. It's kind of like a lot of people say, I don't meditate because I'm really bad at it. I just can't keep focused, right?
All the time.
It's like actually that noticing that you're not focused and then like, oh yeah, I wasn't thinking about that. And then coming back and starting to think about the thing you're focusing on, that actually is what meditation is, right? It's the coming back, just like having a weight in your hand and lifting that up, flexing your bicep over and over. You're coming back, you're coming back, you're coming back, you're coming back. That bicep muscle is strengthening because of that repetition. And that's what this is doing. You're rewiring and restructuring your brain by coming back and coming back and coming back. You're strengthening that new neural pathway. So it's actually helpful when it continues to come back for a little while.
And hopefully, honestly, let's say you do really well with a thing, you move on to the next thing. Because you're always, remember the fourth affirmation. I know everybody listening has them memorized. Good job. The fourth affirmation is, I can relate to my thoughts and emotions in healthy ways.
Yeah.
If you're done with the sugar thing or the porn thing or the anger thing, you'll have more things to use this on because this is a lifetime of I'm managing my emotions well. I'm relating differently to them and to my thoughts. And so hopefully this becomes something that you are in the habit of doing when anything comes up that is not aligned with what you're trying to do. The vision you have for your highest and best self and your life.
Yeah. Yes. So you'll just be able to move it right to the next thing.
Keep using it.
Okay. Well, I'm excited for everyone to get to try this. And hopefully it will be helpful and useful to you as you're looking at those times that you notice elevated emotion in your life. And
if you're in a relationship, do it together.
Yes.
They have their thing they're working on, you have yours, and part of your daily check-in can be, hey, how are we doing with NNAC?
Yeah.
So just an idea, but hopefully this was helpful.
Okay, see you next time. Thank you for listening to Two Therapists Talking. We look forward to sharing more conversations with you. Connect with us at twotherapisttalking.com or email podcast@twotherapisttalking.com. If you like what you're hearing, please get on and rate us and subscribe to the podcast.